everybody, this is Mystic, and welcome back to my library. This is episode 12 of Let's Play Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, and I need to discuss a little bit of some news in regards to this game before I start the trial or finish the trial. I am likely going to be putting this game on hiatus until September. I want to finish Trial 2 because I know we're in the middle of a trial right now. But I think it's going to have to go on hiatus until September. My kids are about... Okay, so first of all, I just want to apologize. I planned this series out very poorly. I planned it out very poorly. I did not realize that this game is as long as it is. I knew it was long. I knew it was going to be longer than the other story-driven games that I've played on my channel, but I don't think I realized just how long it was. And I thought I would be done with it by middle of July. It's the middle of July right now, and I'm on Trial 2. We're not going to be done with it by the middle of July. My kids are almost done with summer camp for the summer, which means they're going to be home soon, which means I don't have a lot of time to record. I can record Sims during the day while they're home. I can't do that with Danganronpa. I don't want to risk them, you know, coming downstairs and seeing anything scary. This is a very dark game. I don't want them to see anything bad. So, rather than trying to squeeze in recording schedules at night after they go to bed and I'm tired and stressed, it would be better to put this on hiatus until then. So I'm going to finish up this trial, and then we're going to take a break from Danganronpa on YouTube for a while. I will be back with it in September. And until then, I'm just going to do Sims videos, probably like 3 times a week, maybe 4 if I have time, but don't hold me to that. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know this is going to go on hiatus for a little while, but it will be back in September, and I'm going to have to recap on how the heck to play it by then, because I don't know what the heck I'm going to be. My memory is bad. That's it for the news. I'm sorry this is a little bit longer, but I just wanted to let you know that there is going to be a hiatus for this. It will be back in September, but I did want to finish the second trial because we're in the middle of the trial right now, and that would not be fair if I just ended in the middle of the trial and was like, okay, I'll see you guys in September. We're not going to do that. We're going to finish this trial, then I'm going to just take a break from it, and I'll be back in September. So we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Anyway, that's it for the news. Where the heck was I? I'm assuming probably this slot, right? Because that's phase 7. Yeah, okay, that looks right. Here we go. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her to access to the... Wait, oh my god, I'm already not reading right. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No,
well, unless she took Leon's.
And I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, Leon's.
Shut up! I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I know
shut
how
up.
She could have done it.
Is he? Yes, he is right. Is he right? Could Chihiro have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Yes. I already forgot how to play, and it's only been 4 days. Or 5. But anyway, if I'm taking a month off of this, we're gonna have a problem.
Is it really possible?
Yes.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yes.
Ah! I got it!
You do!
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No.
She was the ultimate programmer.
I mean, she could have, but I don't think so.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
Yeah, okay, tell me.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Yes? Okay, give me something I can click.
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No! Oh, my
Yeah,
aim is so bad! Why am I like this?
Locker room, no problem.
My aim is so bad! Why am I like this? Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could get into... Yes! But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was. In which case, we can say... Can we really say... Well, yeah, but who's to say that it was Leon's handbook that was broken?
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room
I'm just gonna keep clicking these because I
somehow?
need to add my extra time here.
I got it!
I need to be able to click...
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
You're a dummy. Okay.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem
I
for
could
her.
fast forward, but I'm scared.
No, I don't think that's it.
Yeah, come on.
She used the thing that was in the main
Yeah,
hall.
come on.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's
No,
handbook,
you
of course.
jerk! Okay, good.
No,
I clicked the wrong button! Oh my god, but it's okay. I got it. I got it. Alright.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
But how do we don't know that it was broken. Could that be Chihiro's handbook that was broken?
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
I don't think it was broken.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Nope.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yep.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Maybe hers was broken and she borrowed somebody else's, and she took Leon's by mistake.
She must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring. So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook... Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
Nope.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room.
No!
So I guess so.
People, her handbook was
Okay, then.
broken.
I vote for Byakuya.
I mean, you're wrong. You're not wrong, Taka. He's who I'm aiming for too, but, you know. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did. Well, he is the one who did it, but he did it in the boys' locker room. But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Thank you, Senpai. You're saving me,
I
Megan.
agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
Okay.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right?
No,
So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
what?
Somebody could have opened it for her, but isn't that against the
What are you
rules
talking
too?
about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you
I was
think
gonna
you're
say, is
doing?
Monokuma going to allow this?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Yes. Who are you, Ryuji?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
Look at Mondo's
So,
face.
shall we go?
He's like, huh? So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was... here. Okay.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Missy.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You wanted to check it again.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
She is the only one that did that.
Carefully?
Oh, can you
Like
stop?
using
Seriously,
our
she's
hands?
dead. You're frigging disgusting.
No way!
You're disgusting. Stop talking.
Probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
You're both disgusting.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Sakura is the only one with balls.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one
Oh
of
my
the
god, can
boys
somebody
do it.
just do this, please?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Genocide Jill.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing
Can we
around.
just get on with this?
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
Could you just
What?
tell us?
This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl
Is she not a girl? Is Chihiro a guy?
Is what?
is a boy.
And that was her secret. That's why she didn't get along with the girls.
Ah, I see. So she.
Holy
is
crap, I did
actually
not see
a
this
he.
coming at all.
What?
I didn't see this coming at all.
Joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Shut up.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Okay, I didn't see this coming at all. Like, holy crap, I didn't see this coming at all.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
So did the killer know?
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then,
That's what I'm
let's
wondering.
resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind. I know, right?
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Okay, that explains why Chihiro didn't want to... It's not that he didn't want to interact with the girls, it's that he couldn't enter the girls' locker room to join them. And that's why he was working out at night, to get stronger. Because nobody else would see him there. And nobody would know. That had to have been Chihiro's secret, is that he's a guy. I'm assuming.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Did our handbook say that? I don't
So
recall
then,
that.
There should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Seems like
I
it.
still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but
Well, I'm assuming the
Yes,
killer
that
didn't
does
know
seem
that she
plausible.
was a guy. I am assuming.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating
Oh,
situation!
God. I cannot with Genocide
So
Jill
now
anymore.
Everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Yeah, I don't see how it could have been anybody else.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Could it have been anybody else?
He's off in his own little world.
Now I'm starting to question everything.
what about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the
Do
killer?
I still think Byakuya's the killer? I mean, it makes sense. He's the only one that would have known about how Genocide Jack killed, right?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
But did he kill her? Him? Wait a minute. Could he have found... Wait. Could he have found Chihiro dead but not actually done the killing and just moved him into the girls' locker room for some reason because he had this sick fantasy of being Genocide Jack?
But
But why would he do that? Because he wanted to be the Blackened and get away with it? Even though that wouldn't make any sense because the Blackened... Monokuma would still know who the Blackened was, so even if he tried to pretend, that wouldn't make any sense.
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that same feeling.
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Who could it be then?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
Maybe he's insane.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Or he...
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Then who the hell is it? Because I have no idea anymore.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
So he just wanted to carry out this sick fantasy of being Genocide Jack, but didn't actually do the killing.
At least, that's how I see it.
Then who the hell did it? It had to have been a guy. Right?
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
I'm so confused right now. Who did
He's
it?
right. I am not the culprit.
Well, how am I supposed to believe you?
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room.
What were you doing in the girls' locker room? Why were you
With
there?
us right now.
Like, I don't understand any of this.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Monokuma, can you weigh in right now?
I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Why would you even
if you're
do
really
this?
telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
Exactly.
My reasons hardly matter right now.
No, I kind of do
Culprit
need to know
is
your
much more
reasons,
important,
Byakuya.
Wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
What the hell? I have no
Well,
idea.
I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Why are you so quick to put the blame on him, hero?
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore
Well, yeah, because
every
if we get it
possibility.
wrong, we're dead.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Why? I still don't get you, Byakuya. If you didn't do it, then what the hell? Okay, I have so many questions right now. First of all, what the hell was he doing in the girls' locker room? And second, why, when discovering a dead body, did he decide to friggin' pretend to be Genocide Jack? What is wrong with him? What is wrong with him? I mean, if he didn't kill him, he's still weird. Like, I don't know what to do right now. Then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? It had to have been a guy, right? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. But we still don't know that that's Leon's handbook, though, do we? In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find more clues. Make your argument. Celeste's account. Oh, yeah.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
Ugh!
It's all over.
God dang it, I'm so bad
you
at this.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. and only the killer.
Well, wait, that would be okay.
It's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Yay! No!
Oh, shut up.
Not game over!
As a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more information about that.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Oh, fudge!
It's over. It's all over. You
I
want to
think
know
it's-
who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over,
Which
man.
one am I clicking
Game
here?
over.
Oh, crap, I didn't mean to hit that.
Yay!
Alright, shut up! Shut up!
Game over.
Alright, I'm gonna try the one...
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who? Well, did nobody get?
I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim. Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
No? Okay, so it's the other one. It's the other one. Alright.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who? Well, did nobody get?
I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim. Yeah.
It's over.
Okay,
all
it's over here.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the...
There it is.
No,
Okay.
it's wrong.
Whew.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Yeah, whatever happened to that duffel bag?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That
Ugly
is why you're all
noises.
making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
But how?
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
Why, though?
But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So-
Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
So it has to be a guy that knew Chihiro's secret, right?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever
Okay,
he was
yeah.
meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being
There's
revealed.
really only two people it could be then. Mondo or Taka. Because it's not going to be Hifumi. So... crap. They're not who I was suspecting at all. But then again, the game did give me an ample opportunity to get to know them when they did that competition the other day. So maybe it was one of them.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
I have some ideas.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
I do?
You know who the killer is.
I do? Senpai, can you enlighten me?
Seriously?
You are way too scared right now.
Who is it?
You are way
Who's
too
the killer?
Damn it! No! I didn't want it to be one of them!
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who
details.
was waiting for him.
The details of these items.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
I am so confused right now. Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Alright, well, let's see if we can figure this out. It was blue, but I don't know what that means. Alright, Celeste's account.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Right.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
That's why I don't think it's you.
Because exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Oh man, I didn't even think of Hero.
Warehouse, if you must know.
Could it have been
Did
Hero?
any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No.
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Who? What? She's right. What he just said right now is really odd. How did he know something like that? Who?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He
How
was
did
on
who
his
know
way to go
what?
exercise.
I'm so confused.
So next we have to ask,
I really should be saving. I forgot. I forgot to save. Oh god, why am I like this? I can't even save right now.
why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Is this him? Taka?
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Wait,
I don't even have a tracksuit.
wait. Did we say what?
exercising
No, she did
sucks.
say what color it was,
I
right?
have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us
I am
get any
so
closer
confused
to
right now.
figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he...
Can I save, please? I can't? God dang it. Alright. What he said without even realizing it. Did we know... Hang on. Did we say what color the tracksuit was? I think that's what it was. Where is Celeste's account? On the night before the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably she... No, it says. Had not told anybody about... So are they referring to him saying that it was blue? What he said right... How did he know something like that? Yeah, okay,
First
it's
of all,
it's
we
Taka.
know where Chihiro was headed.
He was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean, the specific
Okay.
tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that
Taka, I'm so
tracksuit
disappointed
because
in you.
It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
God dang it! Oh, it was Mondo.
I don't even have a
It was
tracksuit.
Mondo, it wasn't Taka.
Cause exercising
Shut up.
I have a white track. I got it from the.
Did any of that really help us?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard
Okay, hang on. How did he know something like that? I think, yeah, it's
First of all, we
it's
know where
Mondo.
Chihiro was he was on his way, so next
not
week,
Taka.
why did he choose?
What do you mean?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as...
No, that's wrong.
Mondo, why?
Hold on a second,
Mondo.
Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket. Oh God. Can I please save? Yes! Okay, hang on. I'm saving. I saw him stuffing a track jacket. She didn't say what color. She didn't say what color!
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
I just assumed she did.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Mondo.
Hey,
this is
Celeste,
not where I thought this
what
trial
color was
was
Chihiro's
going.
tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
Aside from me.
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's
Oh, I'm
tracksuit
so
was?
bummed. I like Mondo. I can't believe he did this.
Because I just...
Mondo!
I'm sure he
Why?
saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No.
Wow,
that
they
can't
were
be it.
gone!
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's
Cherry?
the only possibility.
Put your scissors away.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Put your tongue away!
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Nobody else saw you, man.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
Mondo!
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Damn it!
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right.
Senpai
However,
is so smart.
Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Senpai!
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he talked, the way he was acting because I hate him? I think it's the way he was acting. No?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
That's true, he does.
You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
He did? When?
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo!
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
Why did he say dude? I don't remember this. And I certainly didn't notice it.
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
What are you talking about?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Okay, you want to say something there, man?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez,
Can
does
you
your
say
confidence
something?
just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then...
Oh god, if it is Mondo, I know exactly what his execution is gonna be, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Here it is.
You found Chihiro's, didn't you?
What do you have there?
Or Leon's. You found Leon's.
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Chihiro.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping.
It's
but
busted
it's
too?
busted.
How?
It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it
But you
to
can't
get rid of any evidence after the murder.
I thought they were unbreakable.
That's
Unbreakable.
odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
Because now we have 2 broken ones, right?
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
An awful lot.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Probably.
How precisely did
He
the
did
handbooks get broken?
Didn't Monokuma say something about somebody being able to, like, exploit some weakness? So somebody must have known something. By hacking it, by exploiting a bug. Maybe it had some kind of bug you could exploit. No?
Shoot!
Dang it. I thought he said that, though. By hitting its weak point. By hacking it. Okay. I thought he said it was hack-proof, too.
I got it!
It was the weak point. Okay.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
Don't tell me stuff that I'm... Well,
sure,
I didn't actually
maybe I
remember
let
it,
that
but...
slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But couldn't somebody that's really good with electronics have figured it out, though?
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
Yeah.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if
Now
you want
everybody's
this to be a
handbook is
fair
just gonna be
trial.
broken.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just
How
tell
about
us
we
already.
pinky swear?
Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Remember when I was in the sauna the other day? I'm pretty sure I said something about that. Or no, I thought that that's where the duffel bag got burned. But still, Mondo used the sauna.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees.
I assume that's Celsius,
how you
because
don't
200
get
Fahrenheit
burnt,
is not
huh?
that high. Or at least to, you know, break an electronic.
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly into your skin, you definitely get fried.
Put your tongue away,
That
Toko.
layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
He might not have even known that that was the case, but he was trying it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
I have a new theory. Okay. Leon's handbook is not broken. Mondo has it. Mondo has Leon's because he did that competition with Taka in the sauna. He was sitting closest to the coals. I bet you his handbook broke. So he put his inside the main hall and took Leon's. Mondo has Leon's now, so he knows that it breaks because he did that competition. So he goes and he breaks Chihiro's too. There.
Indeed. Quite
That's my
the
new
mystery.
theory.
What if they found out by accident?
Yep.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
There we go.
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
I mean, uh-oh. It had to be the one who wore all of their clothes into the sauna. It was Mondo. So disappointed in you!
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Damn it, Mondo!
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill.
Are you saying you did it, Taka? Because, I mean...
I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid
I'm
proof.
feeling for you. I'm feeling for you right now, man, because this is hurting my feels too, okay? I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Wait, I did? What did I find? Oh god. Okay. Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's e-handbook, and card reader. Uh-oh.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct,
I don't remember how to...
Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Wait, he
In
broke
other words,
his.
If Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look!
Does it?
Makoto was wrong after all. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh, this is tough. Alright. I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during their sauna showdown. How can I prove that? I'm gonna save again. I hope I can. No, I can't. Alright. Then that will show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be Leon's.
Let's test Makoto's
Okay.
assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo,
So I need to
you
have...
broke your own handbook.
Hang
In
on.
other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. I think I got it.
Mondo, The handbook you have right now. Is it really
It
yours?
should be Leon's, if I'm right.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Yep.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
Because he got hit with baseballs. He didn't burn.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Yep.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
I cannot believe the turn that this trial has
But
taken.
doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
I was all set to blame Byakuya, and I still need to know why he did what he did, but, you know.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Okay.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Mondo!
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong.
Taka, I feel for you.
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time?
I really need to save. Can I please save? Thank you. Okay. From the
that
beginning.
way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Okay. So she's here. She's packing up. She sees him. With this. Okay. Oh wait. All right. Says bye. Stuffs it in. Goes there. Goes to... the... wait. Right? No, no, no. Get rid of that. Put that there. Put this here. Okay, hi. We'll go here, and then... wait, I went... okay. What's next? What comes next? It's gotta be this, right? Yeah. And then... and then what? This? Okay. And then this is where Byakuya comes in, but why? What door is that, and why is it there? I don't know if that one's important. Now what? So, okay, so Byakuya, this is Byakuya right now. Byakuya sees Chihiro, carries him there, and moves everything, right? No, no, no. Wait. Okay. No! No, 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 no. Yeah. Okay, wait. That wasn't actually Byakuya. No, I got this wrong. I got this wrong. He didn't write Bloodlust. He didn't write Bloodlust. How did he get him into the girls' locker room, though? Because that part I still don't understand. But, okay. Wait. What just happened? I'm getting very confused right now. Put that there. Alright. And then Byakuya comes in and sees her there, but why? Him. I'm running out of... I'm running out of spots here. I don't know what this is. Act 4. So what is this? What is this? I am so confused right now. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this part. This part doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna just put this door here even though I think it's wrong. Nope, door's wrong. Door goes over there. Right? Or is that him closing the door? It's just this one here that I don't understand. Like, what is this? I have a feeling a lot of this is wrong. Oh! Duh. Okay. I didn't even see that one. Alright, let's just try it. It'll tell me if I'm right or wrong. Can I save? Probably not. Nope.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Okay, that part's right.
That
I should probably make
was
a note.
Blue tracksuit.
I have a
You can
piece of
confirm
paper
this,
here.
right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Okay, that's right. That's right. So far, so good.
Simple. Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Okay.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Okay, so far so good.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Oh, okay. So what the hell goes there then? I don't know. This is so confusing. I still don't know what that's a picture of. I really don't know. I don't like this part at all. Alright, so it's not the girl's door. Is it possible something else is wrong, though? Let's try that.
Here's exactly what happened.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Could it be... Hang on. And then go like that. Let's try that.
The killer is you!
There it is. Okay.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
And there it is. Okay.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Okay. I think the rest of this is okay, but we'll see.
With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Yes, thank you, Makoto.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body.
I still don't know what he was doing there.
Intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene,
I almost wonder if he had planned to kill somebody tonight.
Extension cord from the library,
that night, I mean.
And then he got to work.
But had found that it was already done, so just decided to do that instead?
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Unless he just thought it was... He might have thought it was Toko. Okay, so maybe that's what it was. He was trying to pin it on Toko because he thought it was Toko.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was
responsible. Because he assumed that it was because it was in the girls' locker room. I don't know.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
What do you mean that's wrong? What the hell else could it be? I hate this. I mean, is that what I'm... Is that what that is? Is that supposed to be coals? Because that looks like a tile floor.
You!
That does not look like coals, but okay,
the
thanks.
steamy sauna was enough to ruin
Oh,
the
it's the tile
gadget.
floor of the... Okay, I get it.
Somehow, the
Still,
killer
though.
knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
I really don't like that comic book part. Holy crap.
Wait. No. This can't be right.
I need to save. Please? Thank you. Because I still gotta do that whole, like, beat rhythm thing that I'm gonna be terrible at, too.
Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need
How
proof.
much more do you need?
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer. That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. Oh my god, I have to... There's more? Like, this episode's already long. Oh god, alright. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, you press the space key. If you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. Okay. So you can push RMB, LMB, or yeah, whatever. However you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make sure it's the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair to only... If only you got access to this, right? So we've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Son of a... Ugh! If you were to activate fever time at this point... No, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't be able to use it. Well then, good luck. This is gonna be awful. This is gonna be freaking awful. Wait, I'm doing this for Taka?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
I am so freaking bad at this.
I won't listen. False.
God dang it, Mystic.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
This is the worst. Like, this is like the actual worst. No, come on. I want to... Can I seriously not go back? I'm not reading this. I have, like, no hearts left. This I can't even load. Are you serious? I don't know how to do this.
Where's your evidence? You need evidence.
All right.
Without any proof?
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to that again. This is the worst! I hate this rhythm battle! Okay. And I'm running out of time.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you.
Final strike.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Poor Taka. I feel so bad for him. Alright, and now I'm starting to get the hang of this rhythm thing now.
Thinking so far
I'm
is
awful
right.
at rhythm.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
But why? I still don't get it, Mondo. Why? Alright, I got an A. I guess that's not bad, right?
Bro!
Hopefully
What are
this
you
doesn't
saying?
take too long. I gotta go get my
I
kids.
got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
Mondo.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
Taka!
No waiting! No holding on!
Poor Taka.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be?
I can't believe...
What's it gonna be?
I can't believe what happened in this case. Holy crap. I was expecting it to be Byakuya, like, the whole friggin' time. Well, time for an execution, and I'm pretty sure I know what's about to happen. He's gonna get run over by motorcycles.
What?
This time it looks... Wait. Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada! Mondo.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're trending very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it?
Now then.
We still don't understand why he did it. Or, I mean, I guess I can understand why Byakuya did what he did now, because he thought that it was Toko that did it and was going to pin it on her. But he did it wrong. Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward. No. Because I gotta know. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide it and bury himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and he was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun there at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is of survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, and that's what was Chihiro's. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack. The armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry. But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I'll talk about it later. And I try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone. It all makes sense now. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... That day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me get some courage. So he went and asked Oh. What? Why is this still... Okay, I'm confused. I don't know why that's still Chihiro talking. That was his aspiration, and he thought with only Mondo's support, he would be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls'? But why
Indeed.
That's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Oh, that was... Oh, whatever. Why would he do that, bro? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all.
What is this?
Nothing could have been that bad. Something even meant killing someone.
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How many
myself.
times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standards is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on this subject, why don't I tell you? The embarrassing memory, that secret that he didn't want anyone to know?
Hey,
you know what Mondo did? Holy shit! That I did not see coming! He killed his own brother? Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Iwata. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Bavroom. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother so he could imitate him in anything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created the gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I just...
Oh. I gotta get stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Oh, he saved him. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. "My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry." Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. "Hey, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men." He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was going to lose his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother worked hard to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why... Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and I started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So, what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am,
What?
I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
And stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory? For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regret from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say it again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because it's time for punishing. The time for punishing is fast approaching. Oh my god. Punishing?
You can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The black and disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Iwata, the ultimate biker gang leader.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Oh no.
It's punishment time!
Poor Taka.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh! God! Game over. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Damn it. He's gonna get run over by motorcycles. I already know. Oh, maybe not. Monokuma, what the H? What? What? What the hell? What? The cage of death? This is not what I was expecting. This is not what I was expecting at all. What? Even? Oh. Holy crap, this is a little extreme. Did he just get nuked? Oh God! Mondo butter? What? What the hell, game? What? What? Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? But Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. But this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response, except
However,
that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. Oh. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too. That's not really the problem right now. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What?
You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have to answer the revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You're a sick bastard. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene.
But
damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I know who I'll have to watch out for. Ugh.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You.
You'd like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Mean.
Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh,
That noble son of a noble family! Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled
Oh,
up.
so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would soon continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell, or more of a future... Hell had more of a future than us. And all of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
Who's he talking
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
I have a theory of who he's talking to.
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
My theory is that that's Kyoko. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh.
Wait.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
That's totally Kyoko. It's too obvious that it's Byakuya. Alright, guys, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go get my kids in, like, 2 minutes. Like, I let this go way too long, but I had to finish it because we're going on hiatus with this series for now. So, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, please be sure to leave me a like and subscribe if you have not. You can also click the bell to know when my videos go live. And you can follow me on social media, which I have linked down below. I will be resuming this series in September. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And I will see you again with this series in September. Bye!